Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Aurora, and welcome to another edition of Drawsome. So today our prompt is flower pots. So we're gonna jump in here. I've already got some prompts up on my, or some references on my little laptop, and this is what we're gonna do today. So I thought I would start out with this. I found this really cute reference of a flower pot. Now, many people will draw flower pots differently. Make sure I'm still in focus here. Okay. A flower pot. Somebody will probably go, well, that's how I draw them. And then, you know, flower. Yeah, you could do it this way. I guess it's a good starting point. But I wanted to do something just a little bit more detailed. So, what I've chosen to do is show you how to make something look like it's round. You will. This bottom here will be rounded. This will be rounded. You can extend it a little bit, make it look like the top is larger. And then you hang things outside the pot and come above it, because you know the back of it is going to come out around here. And then put the background a little further back. It shows that it's sitting forward. And then when you come around the sides here, it shows it's round. And then you put your shadow, regardless of which side you want to go to. If the sun is coming this direction, you put your shadow on this side. And that is how you show something is rounded. So, it's a big difference between this and this. So let's get into the reference I found. Put that away. And it is really an adorable pot. And it has this kind of like a little fairy house and everything sitting on top of it. And it's just adorable. The little roof slats in. And then there's another little house that comes off the side of it. And a little window here. These are dark, so it looks like it's the interior. Oh, it has another little roof that comes off this side too. Can't really see the building though. And this is filled with succulents too, so it's and here's the side of the pot and the bottom of the pot. And then what's really cute, I just thought this part was adorable, is there's a little staircase that comes up. And then, this is something that I've never been very good at, is drawing stairs. It's one of those things I could probably use a tutorial on. And there's another little garden right here in the front. With more little succulents. And then here in the front it has rather large leaves hanging. And the whole pot looks like it's made of rocks. So we're going to erase that line there. If you can hear anything in the background, I apologize. My studio is now right off of the living room, and my parents are listening to television. So you might hear the TV at 20 decibels over normal human hearing levels. And you might hear them laughing also. So this is how this little pot is shaped. It's just adorable, and I'm they're selling it on AliExpress. That's where I found the picture. And it's for sale. How much is it for? $29.80 for this pot. I don't think it comes with the succulents. I think it's just the pot. Oh, wait a minute. It says creative micro landscape flower pot, hanging garden design, flowers, baskets, succulents, plants, holder, house, bonsai garden, pots in flowers, pots. That's the description. And this little thing here has that rock exterior look. And this is just kind of crackled looking. And of course we're going to have a shadow under here, under this lip. And all down this side here. But this is just, I thought this was so cute. I was just, I gotta draw that. So, okay. A little darker here, darker here. So, you kind of get the idea of how this is supposed to look. If anybody asks you, oh, what does it look like? Now you have like a sketch you could show them if you can't find the picture. And the little house has got like, it's got like a stone front on it. And this is also something too that you need to, when you're sketching, think about your tonal values. So it kind of gives you a better idea of the depth of something. And this gives the viewer a little more idea of how things were shaped. It also gives it more character if it's something that you've come up with out of your imagination. Just gives you that little bit of oomph. And then, because this is rounded, gives you that idea that it is a round object. Like I was showing you here, the shadows, it gives it that cylindrical look. And this is, when you put something down like this, it gives it that feel that it's not just floating in air, you're grounding it. There's our first flower pot. Let's see what else we can find. Oh, here's a different angle. This one is a hanging flower pot. So you're going to be seeing, you're going to be viewing more from underneath than you would, where am I here? You're going to be viewing more from underneath because it's hanging. So unlike this here, where it's going to be rounded this way, because you're looking at it from a top down, or not top down, but or at a top angle, you're going to be viewing this from a completely different, the opposite angle. So your bottom, see the bottom of the pot, because it's from underneath. And then the top rim is going to follow that same line here. Whoa, did you see that break? I was pressing too hard. It will follow this same line here. So this will have that curvature as well. and so will the top of the pot. Again, this speaks to your perspective. And then you've got to think about your how things will hang out of it towards you. And how they're going to disappear over the edge. And one more. And then you'd have your hanger. So there, you've got your, you're going to show that your pot's round. And has shadows up under this edge here. And this side here. This is like a perfect example of the opposite way of that. And that shows that it's round. See how that works? So your brightest part's going to be in the center, or I mean, it's going to your brightest point is going to show the front, the most closest portion. And then it's going to get darker as it goes around to the sides. And that's how that's done. So let's find something else. What do we want to draw? Let's do that kind of it's a planter more than a flower pot, but it's still pretty. So we're going to put a little bit of different to make the edges, that top lip, and then it comes down and in and down, down and in and down. Make sure those are even. And then it comes across the front. Now this is a definite straight on view, so you're not gonna have that, what is that, lopsided. There we go. You don't have to worry about it being like with the curvatures, whether it be up or down. This is a definite straight on view. And it has like little legs underneath. And let's see, this comes across. This has like a very defined pattern on the front that's molded into the plastic apparently. And you're going to shadow or show the shadowed side when you're sketching, not the light side. Use the white of the paper for that. And this gives you that feel of it being, you know, bumpy. So in that top corner, just give it a little bit of shadow. Connecting those two lines diagonally gives you a definite shadow in the top corner. And let's see. Looks like they're growing some type of lavender maybe. Just put some of that in there. This is the perfect pencil for that too. And this is all dark in here between the leaves. Looks like there's some kind of more foliage down in there. And then just draw in with just dots. It's just giving you the impression of like heather or lavender. There we go. Alrighty. So it's cylindrical work, box work, knowing to know when from your direction as to where you put your shadows. And a good rule of thumb is when you're drawing out simple shapes such as these, is to know from which direction you're looking at it. Is the light coming from this way or this way or this way, or even uplit? If the light's coming this direction, your shadow's going to be here. If the light's coming from here, you're going to have shadow in front of it. Also depends on if it's a cube, what we learned last week. Or are we dealing with something along this line? So, keep in mind that when you're drawing cylinders, keep those cylindrical lines to show. That it's actually cylindrical. So there you go. So I had a good time drawing these. I couldn't wait to draw these, so this was a fun one. And so I really did have a good time. And if you guys had a good time watching me and you learned anything, please give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell so you can join in on next week's video if you make sure you drew along with us. And put on Instagram and make sure you tag me and Chantal from Darkest Raven Designs with the hashtag Drawsome Squad. So make sure you do that and you can get featured in our next week's video, just like this person. Yay. So until my next video, I sure do love you bunches. Bye.